You're killing your diesel engine right now, and you probably don't even realize it. If you own a diesel, there's a high chance you're making one simple RPM mistake that's slowly damaging your engine, killing your fuel efficiency, and setting you up for expensive repairs. And here's the scary part. Most diesel owners think they're actually doing the right thing. So make sure you watch closely, because in this video, you're going to learn the truth about diesel RPM and why driving too gently might be the worst thing you can do. Let's start with the biggest myth. Most drivers believe keeping RPMs as low as possible saves fuel and protects the engine. It sounds logical, right? Lower RPM, less stress, better economy. But that idea is completely wrong when your engine is under load. In fact, this habit is slowly destroying your diesel from the inside out. Here's what most drivers do. They cruise on the highway in the highest gear possible, keeping RPMs around 1200 to 1500. It feels smooth, quiet, and efficient. But what's really happening is much worse. At those low RPMs, especially under load, your engine isn't operating the way it was designed to. Instead of running efficiently, it's struggling. And that creates the perfect conditions for carbon buildup, poor turbo performance, and long-term engine wear. Now, to understand why this happens, you need to know one key thing. Diesel engines don't work like gasoline engines. They rely on compression ignition, and diesel fuel burns slower than gasoline. That slower burn is actually designed to work best at a certain RPM range, typically around 1800 RPM. That's where combustion is most complete and efficient. But when you drive below that range, especially under load, the fuel doesn't burn properly. Instead of clean combustion, you get incomplete burning. And that leads directly to carbon deposits building up inside your engine. Over time, this carbon starts collecting on pistons, cylinder walls, injectors, and intake components. And once that buildup starts, it doesn't just sit there. It creates hotspots inside the engine, which can lead to uneven combustion, overheating, and eventually serious damage. And if you think that's bad, it gets even worse when your turbocharger is involved. Because most modern diesel engines rely heavily on turbos, and low RPM driving is one of the fastest ways to wear them out. Now let's talk about your turbo, because this is where things get really expensive. Your turbocharger depends on exhaust gas flow to spin and create boost. That boost is what gives your diesel its power, efficiency, and responsiveness. But at low RPM, there isn't enough exhaust energy to properly spool the turbo. So what happens? You're cruising at low RPM, then suddenly you need power. Maybe you're merging onto the highway or climbing a hill. You press the accelerator, expecting a smooth response. But the turbo isn't ready. That delay forces your engine to work harder under load without proper airflow, and this creates a dangerous combination: low RPM, high load. This is one of the fastest ways to stress and damage a turbocharger. And it doesn't stop there. When this happens repeatedly, your exhaust gas temperatures start to rise fast. This is something most drivers never monitor, but it's critical. Exhaust gas temperature, or EGT, is a direct indicator of how hard your engine is working and how efficiently it's burning fuel. When you're running low RPM under load, your EGT can spike to extreme levels, often exceeding 1400 degrees Fahrenheit. That kind of heat doesn't just disappear. It builds up inside your engine and starts cooking internal components. We're talking about stress on pistons, valves, turbo parts, and even the cylinder head. Over time, this leads to warped components, reduced performance, and eventually major engine failure. And here's the truth. Professional diesel mechanics see this all the time. Engines that fail early are often not abused in the way people expect. They're not always driven aggressively. Instead, they're driven too gently, in the wrong RPM range. That's the real problem. So now the question is, what should you be doing instead? Because diesel engines actually perform best in a very specific RPM range. Most diesel engines are designed to run efficiently between 1800 and 3000 RPM. That's where combustion is complete, airflow is optimal, and temperatures stay under control. Some engines, especially heavy-duty or low-revving ones, may operate slightly lower, around 1600 to 2200 RPM. But the key idea stays the same. Your engine needs RPM to function properly. At around 1800 RPM, everything starts working together the way it should. Fuel burns completely, the turbo is properly spooled, and your engine is producing usable power efficiently. This is the sweet spot your diesel was built for. And once you understand this, it completely changes how you should drive. So now let's get practical. What RPM should you actually be driving at? For most diesel engines, the goal is simple. Keep your RPM above 1800 whenever possible. That's where your engine runs clean, efficient, and safe. On the highway, you should aim for around 2000 to 2500 RPM. This range gives you proper combustion, steady turbo boost, and controlled temperatures. If your truck or car is cruising at 65 miles per hour, but sitting at 1300 or 1400 RPM in a high gear, that's a problem. Drop a gear. Let the engine run at 2000 RPM or higher. Yes, you'll hear a bit more engine noise, but that's completely normal. And more importantly, it's healthy. In the city, try to keep your RPM above 1800 as well. Don't rush into the highest gear too quickly. Let the engine breathe and operate in its proper range. Now, when it comes to towing or climbing hills, this is where many drivers make the biggest mistake. They try to keep RPM low to protect the engine, but that's exactly what causes damage. Under load, you should allow your RPM to climb to 2,500 or even 3,000 when needed. Your diesel is designed for this. That higher RPM ensures proper airflow, better combustion, and safer exhaust temperatures. It's not hurting your engine, it's protecting it. And if you're driving an automatic, don't rely too much on eco mode. These modes often force ultra-low RPM to save fuel, but they can actually harm your engine over time. Use manual mode or sport mode when needed, especially under load. Now here's something that confuses a lot of people. Higher RPM does not always mean worse fuel economy. In fact, running your engine in the correct RPM range often improves your overall efficiency. Why? Because complete combustion extracts more energy from every drop of fuel. When you drive at low RPM with incomplete combustion, you're literally wasting fuel. That unburned fuel turns into carbon and heat instead of useful power. So you're not saving fuel, you're losing it. Now here's a simple habit that can save your engine. Pay attention to your tachometer. If your RPM drops too low while the engine is under load, downshift immediately. Don't wait for the engine to struggle. And one more important tip. When starting a cold diesel, let it idle for about 30 to 60 seconds. Then drive gently for the first few minutes. Don't jump straight into high RPM while the engine is cold. Once it warms up, then you can safely operate in that optimal range. At the end of the day, your diesel engine is built to work, not to crawl at low RPM. Stop babying it. Start driving it the way it was designed. Keep it above 1,800 RPM, aim for 2,000 to 2,500 while cruising, and don't be afraid to let it rev when you need power. Do this, and your engine will last longer, perform better, and save you thousands in repairs.